The reflection. Late one evening, Sarah was cleaning the house after a long day of work. As she passed by an old, full-length mirror in the hallway, she caught a glimpse of something strange. Her reflection didn't seem quite right. Her face was blank, almost lifeless, but she could swear her own eyes were following her movements, except there was something off about it. She turned to the mirror, half expecting to see her own confused expression, but instead, her reflection stood still, staring back at her with a blank face. For a moment, she thought her mind was playing tricks on her. But then, the reflection smiled. A slow, unsettling grin spread across its face, something Sarah would never do. Panic set in as she backed away, unable to take her eyes off it. Suddenly, the reflection stepped out of the frame, one foot crossing into the hallway, its smile growing wider, more sinister. Frozen in terror, Sarah tried to scream, but her voice failed her. The last thing she saw was her own reflection taking a step towards her, before everything went black. Hope that was chilling enough. Let me know if you want another one. You said, Bianak Horstory. ChatGPT said, here's a Bianak, terrifying, horror story for you. The whispers in the walls. It was late in the night when Ronnie heard the first whisper. At first, she thought it was just the wind, perhaps a creak from the old house. But as the wind howled outside, the voice became clearer. It was a soft, almost inaudible whisper, calling her name, Ronnie. She froze, the hairs on the back of her neck standing up. She tried to ignore it, but the voice came again. Closer this time, Ronnie, come to us. Terrified, she rushed to check the windows and doors. Everything was locked. The house was silent, save for the wind outside. She tried to convince herself it was just her imagination. But as she lay back down, the whispers came again, this time from the walls. Ronnie, come to us, come. She rushed to the living room and looked at the walls, but they appeared normal. The whispers grew louder, now almost frantic. They were inside the walls, surrounding her. Panicked, Ronnie grabbed her phone to call her brother, but the battery was dead. Just as she was about to scream for help, she noticed something horrifying, a figure in the corner of the room, partially hidden in the shadows. A woman with hollow eyes and dark, matted hair was slowly emerging from the wall, her body twisting unnaturally, as if she was crawling through the space between the bricks. Her voice had changed, now shrill and desperate. Ronnie, come to us. Before Ronnie could move, the figure lunged at her, her cold fingers wrapping around Ronnie's ankle, dragging her towards the wall. She screamed, but no one could hear, as Ronnie was pulled into the dark, damp space between the walls. The whispers stopped, and the house was silent again. The next morning, Ronnie's family found her phone lying on the floor, still displaying the last call she had tried to make. But Ronnie was never seen again. The walls of the house remained eerily quiet, but if you listened closely, you could still hear faint whispers in the silence. And they would always say, Ronnie, come to us.